You know that Florida dream we all have? Living that beautiful coastal life in communities like Port Orange or New Smyrna Beach? But what if the path we've always been told to take, the traditional one, isn't the only way to get there? Let's dive into a completely different way to think about making that dream a reality.
And to guide us through this, we're going to use a breakdown from Peter Temple, a senior sales consultant with Southern Realty Liquidators. He's laid out two very different financial paths to the very same dream. And his perspective here is just perfect. It's all about the life your home lets you live.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the path most people take, buying that traditional stick-built home. What does the money side of that actually look like when you break it down?
So let's imagine a super common scenario. You find a great little house for $300,000, you put $50,000 down, and you finance the rest. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But what those numbers do over time, well, that might just shock you.
Now, this is where it gets really eye-opening. In just the first decade of that mortgage, you pay over $164,000 in interest. Just gone. That's money that goes right into the bank's pocket. It doesn't build a single dollar of your own equity. And here's the other side of that story. While you've paid out all that cash and interest, you've only actually paid down the loan itself by about $35,000. It's an incredibly slow and expensive way to build real ownership in those early years.
So, you have to ask, is there another way? Well, let's explore an alternative path that paints a completely different financial picture: the manufactured home.
And the difference starts right here, with the price tag. It's a tale of two completely different numbers. Instead of that $300,000 home that needs a huge mortgage, you can often find a beautiful, spacious manufactured home for around $50,000, which means you might be able to buy it with cash and have no mortgage payment at all.
And this is where the whole story really comes into focus. Just look at this monthly breakdown. With the traditional home, you've got the mortgage, the really high coastal insurance, property taxes. It all adds up to almost $2,900 a month. The manufactured home, even with lot rent, you're looking at under $1,000. I mean, that is just a world of difference.
So the real magic here is what you can do with that massive difference in cost. This isn't just about saving money month to month. It's about unlocking your cash flow and giving yourself some serious financial power.
Following this path, in this one scenario, you're freeing up almost $2,000 every single month. That's cash that isn't going to a bank or an insurance company. It's staying right in your pocket.
And just take a second to really think about that. What would an extra $2,000 a month mean for you? Would you travel more, worry less? Maybe you could finally start that business, or just build up a serious safety net. The possibilities are huge. Now, let's put that power into real numbers. If you were to invest that $2,000 a month, even at a modest 5% return, after 10 years, you could be looking at over $310,000. And that's liquid cash, a real asset you can actually access and use, unlike equity that's all tied up in your house. Okay, but I know the question on everyone's mind. What about lot rent? Isn't that just throwing money away? It's a totally fair question, and it's so important to understand what you're actually getting for that money.
Because lot rent isn't just for the land. In a lot of these communities, it's a whole bundle of services. Think about it. Your lawn care is handled. So are your water, sewer, and trash bills. It can even include basic cable. Plus, you often get access to amazing amenities, like swimming pools and clubhouses, all things you'd be paying for separately as a traditional homeowner.
So when you really step back and look at all the numbers side by side, it becomes really clear. This is about choosing the path to Florida that actually fits the life you want to create for yourself.
And it all comes back to this one powerful idea. The real dream isn't just about owning a piece of property. It's about owning your freedom. It's about having more control over your time, your finances, and building the lifestyle you've always wanted, right here in the sunshine. If this approach sounds interesting and you'd like to see how these numbers might work for your own situation, you can absolutely reach out to Peter Temple with Southern Realty Liquidators. His number is 368-300-0526.
And of course, it's really important to remember that the financing scenario we used for the traditional home is just an example for illustration. It's not a commitment to lend, and your own rates and terms could definitely vary.